cash class. Hopefully you caught episodes and picked up some information. If not, check on my channel, click the link below, subscribe. Hopefully you'll pick up some good tips. We got 5-minute classes coming at you. Today, we are talking about an interesting topic, renting versus owning. Man, we got a lot of different opinions on this. I know people that tell me they're never going to own a home ever. They think it's a waste of money. And I've got other people that say renting is a complete waste of money. So we'll see if maybe we can find a happy medium or maybe find some piece of advice that helps you out. So currently I own my own house. Still have a mortgage on it, but I've found value in purchasing. I bought lots of pieces of real estate in my lifetime, over 20 pieces of real estate. So I'm more from the side of owning versus renting. However, I still think there are some opportune times to rent that make that make sense to rent, right? So let's get into a couple different statistics here to help you out. So only 38% of people 30 or under own a home. So that's you Gen Zers out there, right? So the average cost of a home is $417,000 as of last year. I haven't got any newer statistics, but it's probably right about there. The cost of real estate has been kind of holding flat, maybe up a little bit, but $417,000 is a lot of money, and the average down payments needed for that is $25,000. Is a 6% down payment. That's not counting closing costs and all that other stuff. So it's definitely a big number. You know, that's a lot of money to come up with right up front, and I could understand why there'd be some reservations to that. So how can we maybe get around that, or maybe think of it in different terms, right? So renting is going to give you some flexibility, and that's one of the hugest advantages of renting, right? So you don't have to worry about maintenance. If you want to up and leave, you know, whether it's a 1-year lease or a month to month, it gives you that flexibility, right? Where owning a home does not give you that flexibility. However, you're getting forced savings, right? Because you're building equity every month in that house when you're paying it down. With renting, you're not. So if you're going to rent, my advice to you is to try to do it as cheaply as possible. I know you want to look good and you want to stay in a super nice place and have all the new amenities, but you got to ask yourself, is this something I really need? Do I really need to impress people? Because once again, in the previous episodes, we talked about mindset, right? And behaviors. And having a nice place is a mindset of, I want to impress other people, or you know, I deserve this. And maybe you do, but can you afford it, right? And so that's where, or is that maybe the wisest choice with the money? So I just caution you to maybe, if you are going to rent, look for the best possible option, not the easiest option. Look for the best possible option for you and your finances. So when you're renting though, part of that key is you want to be saving your money, right? And not just in a savings account. Like, let's get that money to work for you. Find a money market that's paying you something. Find a low cost EFT mutual fund that maybe mimics the S&P 500 that you could put in there. If you're not looking to make that purchase in the next 3, 6, 9 months, that you're like, okay, this is going to be over a year away. Well, let's get that money working for you, so it's not just sitting there. And for instance, the average rent in the United States is $1,850, where the mortgage is only $2,300. So that's about a $500 difference. So on average, if you took that $500, you'd be saving $6,000 a year that you could then get interest on and then use that for your down payment. Once again, these are just averages. I'm sure, you know, depending on your market, they're all going to be a little bit different, but you want to make sure that you're trying to save that difference, right? Whatever a mortgage would have been, you want to try to save that difference. And so you'll get used to that. And even if it's a year or 2 years, you'll get used to paying that bigger number, so that when you do step into that house, you'll be a little bit more comfortable with that payment. So we're going to leave you with question of the day and tip of the day. The question of the day: Are you building flexibility or equity, and which one matters to you right now, right? Are you having more flexibility, or are you trying to build some equity? And then tip of the day, if you own a house, the average person owns a house has 40 times the net worth of somebody renting. Think about that once. I know we talked about a few different things here, but let that sink in. If you own a house, you're gonna have, on average, 40x net worth of somebody just renting. So I'll leave that with you. Hopefully you picked up something today that is interesting and that you can use. Subscribe, check back in with us tomorrow. We got another new video coming right at you. Till next time.